In a picturesque village to the northwest of the Eiffel Tower, there lives a little folder from a Paris suburb named Eric Joisel. Touchingly modest, but delightfully eccentric, Eric lives the proverbial life of a struggling artist. Long hours creating art in quiet desperation while waiting for the world to catch up with his vision. Eric is a paper folder, an origami artist of such sublime talent that most people can't believe that the nexus of his work comes from a single sheet of paper. Traditionally a sculptor, Eric breathes life into paper, even though his models look as if they've been cast from stone. Although heavily influenced by Japanese sensei Akira Yoshizawa, Eric is essentially self-taught in 35 years of making art. Eric's greatest interest is the human form. He began his folding career by concentrating on a series of masks whose form is disarmingly simple, yet exceedingly complex to fold. But this series was simply a test trial for what was to later become his masterwork, an origami jazz orchestra of 11 musicians and their instruments, designed and folded in such detail and perfection that they not only take one's breath away, but they defy the laws of logic itself.
With the violin in the same paper, I prefer to choose two different papers, the instrument and the personage. So here you have 11 musicians and you have 22 paper totally. Even if this one looks crazy, it's one. So that this one, that's probably the most crazy. And this was truly improvised. So that I never performed any first try, in fact. So I was not sure of the result. I really do it for myself. And I take my time, 2 months and a half of full work.
Genius in the mold of an Eric Joisel comes once in a lifetime. The origami community has long reveled in the joy of calling this unassuming artist one of its own. With Eric's orchestra masterpiece, the rest of the world will now have the opportunity to enjoy marveling at the impossibilities Joisel sets before them.